Yes, my people. Welcome to another episode of 3Smoke. I am your host, Millie Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Realest host in the country right about now. I'm here with my co-host.
I got on, Millie.
What's good?
The People Them's champ, you know me, Big Jabba Jones. People Them's champ, never self-proclaimed. The People Them gave you that name. And you are now locked in and watching the best podcast ever. 3Smoke, 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 3Smoke.
He's having a bit of trouble there,
I was. I fumbled on my words a little bit still.
He's having a bit of trouble there, man.
What's going on, though, Millie? How was your weekend?
I'm good, man. It's been good, man.
Come on, man. I can't complain.
I'm meant to be in the house right about now watching football, man.
Okay, what team is yours again?
No, already, bruv, man. LFC, bruv.
Okay.
Never walk alone.
Okay.
Who's yours? Gooners,
Arsenal.
yeah?
Gunners.
Gooners. You look like a funny one.
Get it right.
But
Gunners.
yeah. Let's big up my guest today. Today we got a special guest, you know what I'm saying? Someone I got nothing but love for, you know what I'm saying? He's always supported, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we've got this platform. So we'd want to give him his flowers on this platform, you know what I'm saying? So with no further ado, let me big him up. DJ Limelight, man.
Come on, big up. What's going on?
Saying, man?
We're good, bro. How are you, man?
I'm a bit surprised.
At what?
Number one, that you're interviewing me today. Obviously, we got a long relationship, a long friendship for, what we saying, over 10 years.
Yeah,
probably.
that's what I was just thinking. Yeah, it's about 10 years.
And then on top of that, you man are asking each other what teams you support. It's taking this long for your friendship to work out what teams you guys support.
So it is. Don't really like him, you know.
Yeah, I can tell. To be honest,
not too bad, but him, he gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
Just being honest today.
It's just life, though.
I know.
Nah, I've been watching what you man are doing, bro. I like it, man.
Yeah, no, I
Seriously.
appreciate it, bro,
Thanks,
man. I respect it. That's why we had to get you on here, man, because I've seen you been supporting everybody, even like young artists, old artists,
Facts.
current, whatever, hot artists, but you've just been supporting the whole scene. So yeah, I think that, yeah, definitely.
And doing it very humble as well. He's very humble with it as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, nah, I appreciate that, man.
But yeah, we'd like to get into like the beginning of the story kind of thing. So what's your like origin background?
Obviously, I'm Indian.
Okay.
I'm not the most in tune with it. I haven't been, but now I am, because I feel like that's one thing I'd always say to the youngers is like, stay in tune with your ethnicity and the culture behind that.
Where would you say what the beginning stages?
Yeah, man, just growing up, like, obviously I grew up in East London.
Okay.
In England, would you say growing up in England is why you lost touch?
I'd say growing up in East London, I can't really speak for like, because the reason why I can't really speak for other ends, like when you go up like Bradford,
Yeah.
it's a very like Pakistani orientated community, yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
And they're very in touch with Pakistan as well. Do you get it? And like the language, the food. Where I grew up, I'd say like I was around everyone, innit? Like different people.
Yeah.
But I didn't really care about. I wouldn't say I didn't care, but it was like a thing, innit? It wasn't really on the forefront of my brain. Like, I'm an Asian, I'm an Indian, and I've got to pay like attention to this and that. Like, because I used to play football, I used to swim as well.
What position you played when you played football?
I used to be centre back.
Centre back.
Yeah, I used to think I was like Yap Stam or something, but in reality I was probably like Gary Pallister or Steve Bruce, you know.
So what age did you play football to?
Probably like year 10 in school.
Okay. So you never played like out of school or nothing like that? It was just in school?
I used to play for Newham Borough. I used to play for like my school. Like probably the only Asian that used to play in my school, to be fair, like for the school team.
Yeah. What was your school like? Was it like Asian or
Nah, it's
white?
mad mixed. Yeah,
Or
mad
mixed
mix.
properly?
And there's always Asians on one side, in my opinion. And then like the black and white kids on the other side. But I was always that kid that was just cool with I was cool with everybody. Like, you get it? Maybe because I played football with everyone, innit?
I would think, I don't know if I'm right, 'cause I'm not from East, but I think East London is kind of a bit like that anyway. Kind of, you've got your white part, Asian part, black part. Is it like that?
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah, I'd say that still. I'd say like, especially growing up, it was different to how it is now, innit?
Yeah.
How was it growing up?
That was the next question.
Obviously, you see when you're in it, yeah, you don't really see it you just think it's normal, innit?
Okay.
But I think when you get older and you start traveling, you start seeing the world. Like, that's why being a DJ, getting to travel the world, like, opens your eyes up to things, innit? And I'd say like a lot of the environment that we grew up in was tapped, bro. Like, it's tapped, man. It's a system that, like, the way it is, it's just tapped, bro, because it's like they make it in a way like, you're all together, but you're kind of against each other. And then like, you don't really, there's a lot of people that don't leave the ends, innit? When you don't leave the ends, you don't really see what the world is really about. So your issues and problems, whether it's people, whether it's jobs, whether it's money, whatever it is, it's so minor compared to what's really going on out there. So, but when you're in it, you can't see any different, innit?
Yeah, you don't know no better because you can't see any.
That's your world, innit?
That's your world,
Like DJing, and especially the early stages, I was traveling, seeing things and understanding things, you get it? So growing up in that environment, I think it's all about learning how to get out of it.
So you got to come out of that bubble due to your DJing
I'd say
and
that.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So how was like primary school for you and that?
I can't remember really. It's just chilled, innit?
I can't remember that.
I was just chilled, like kicking ball, and I was just cool. I was just friends with everyone. I never got into no problems with no one. Like, I was all right. Education was all right. I was just a calm youth.
So you see, like when you got to like secondary, did you like throw parties or stuff like that?
I was even DJing.
You wasn't
So,
DJing?
so when did you fall in love with music?
I'd say I always loved music.
Okay.
Because my brothers used to get all like, both my older brothers used to import albums, innit?
Okay.
So like when man would be at home, they would like, you know, like Master P, No Limit.
Come on.
Tapes will come through the post and that. Like, them man were paying like £20-25 for the CD because we had to import it from like America, innit? You could probably get it from HMV, I'm guessing. But back then, it wasn't no internet thing. It was like, it was a long thing to even get some of these tapes. But
was you getting it on cassette tape?
No, it was CDs still.
Yeah, CDs.
I'm not that old. You get me? I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Now, I was young though, but the first one I saw was Wu-Tang's album and it was on cassette tape.
Yeah, so the first album actually that I personally got
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
as well.
I went on
What was your
holiday,
first
innit?
record?
Yeah, I went in Canada with my family and I had an older cousin there, innit? And he was like down with it as well. He was down with the rap thing and that. And I was like, I want to buy an album, innit? My mum was giving me a little bit of pocket money. I want to buy an album. So I got Wu-Tang Forever, 2 discs, innit? Whoa, trust me, that was like a game changer in my head.
And what age is this is when you went Canada?
I was in school still, man. Probably like 15, 16.
So how did you see it over there? Like, how did it compare to like coming from London?
Cause I wasn't in the music, I was still a school kid. Like, I didn't really know what London was like for music either. But what it was, I went to school. Kano went to my school, innit?
Okay.
So he was a couple years older than me, I think. A year or two older than me, I think. So obviously when I was hearing like pirate radio back then was a big thing, innit? Like Deja, Risky DJ, people like that. Rinse FM.
Because you, coming from East, you had that whole scene over there, really, innit?
Yeah, so like man will hear like rest in peace Storming, you get me?
Where was Cool FM? That wasn't East, was it? Was it East?
No, I don't think that was.
School.
Yeah.
It was basically,
right.
Deja and Rinse for me were like the main two that I was personally listening to. You get me? 100.3, I think Rinse was.
Yeah, 103, I think.
102.6 was Deja. I still remember because, trust me, back then it was like, man would listen to like Frisky and he used to like play bare R&B, but then like in Ilford there was a little club called Provoke and he was like the DJ there. And I remember going, I must have managed to get in there when I was mad young, innit? Like, I wasn't meant to be there, innit? I remember that was the first time, like, when I heard him DJing there, I was like, raw, I want to be a DJ.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Because I used to think, raw, like, this guy's on the radio, I hear him. Like, even on the radio, he would announce, like, yeah, Ludacris is in town, I'm with Ludacris next week. And I'm thinking, raw, like, this guy's living the dream. You get me? He's around all the big rappers. You get me? He's got all the girls texting him on the radio. Then he's in Provoke DJing. I like that.
So that's what inspired you to be a DJ?
I'd say, yeah, when it comes to homegrown, definitely. Someone like shout out Frisky. Frisky's my guy as well, because, like, I rate him, innit? I just rate his angle. Like, because you got to remember, he came up in a time where it was all about grime. Like, my man was doing, like, 12-hour radio shows, straight R&B, bro. Yeah, like, he would start at like 10 p.m., yeah? And you'll finish at 10 a.m. Or 12 in the afternoon next morning.
Serious?
Yeah, now he's definitely going to lock down the place having a show like that. Definitely. All the girls are going to be texting yes because it's the R&B show. You know what I'm saying?
They were so wide in the front room.
Yeah, man.
So what was like your musical influences, inspiration kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely like the rap tapes as well, innit? Like the No Limit records. Like for me, that was like an eye opener. Then like even like early Lil Wayne. Like, I was more in the US rap I ain't gonna lie. Like, obviously, So Solid was popping as well. And I rated it.
So what age did you get into rap? Because...
I was in it from early, bro, because like I'm talking like 03, 04 times, isn't it?
So what artist was you listening to then?
In the UK, do you know what?
In
the US,
yeah, US.
It was everything like Wu-Tang, Jay-Z albums.
Okay.
But I'll go deep a bit. I'll go with like New York rap, obviously CNN. I think Noriega was one of my favourites still. Capone and Noriega. All them tapes, you get me? I still got them. Still got them on CD, so... Yeah, man, that whole movement was mad.
Who was your favourite DJ growing up out of the US? That you could say that you looked DJ-wise that said, yeah.
Do you know what? US-wise, I didn't really pay attention too much to DJs, innit?
Okay.
But when I started... Basically, how I got into the UK rap game was mixtapes. So man used to do mixtapes with Ruthless Records, innit?
Yeah, yeah.
Before even Ruthless, like, man see like Big Mike and like K-Slay.
Yeah.
Like, just before the Papoose era.
Yeah.
And like, man would see these mixtapes and like the covers used to like...
Stand out, yeah.
Yeah, you get it? Like, man would go
especially like No Limits ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Their ones were crazy. I think they had the best covers at that
Yeah,
time.
They had the best marketing and branding in their time.
But it's funny you mention that because when I started doing mixtapes, what happened was I did a mixtape, called London Underground. So what happened was, it's a weird story, but it's funny as well because I went to school with this ginger kid called Richard, innit? And like, he was my boy, but we didn't really chat much. We were just cool, innit? I was cool with everyone anyway. And then one day I'm watching MTV Bass. Must have got Sky in my house and I was watching MTV Bass now. And Trevor Nelson's doing some, I think it was The Lick or something.
Yeah, it's The Lick. It's The Lick.
The Lick, innit?
Yeah.
So he's all talking then. I see this ginger white kid in the background all DJing behind him and that. I'm looking, I was like, I recognise this guy. And it's Richard, innit, from school. So I'm thinking, what's he doing behind Trevor? Like, back then, that's a big deal. Because there's no internet.
Trevor Nelson was the big man still.
Do you get it? Yeah. A week later, I think I was going to college or something. And I'm at East Ham Station, because I used to live in East Ham, East London. And I see Richard walking past me, innit, with like a big bag on. I said, Richard, come here, man. He's like, yo, what's going on? I said, yeah, what do you do now? He's like, I'm a DJ. I said, yeah, I'm getting into that as well. Because we come to this record shop in Central, innit? Like, I work there, innit? Later that day, got into Carnaby Street where the record shop is, and I just jammed with him the whole day and like...
What was that? D-Real?
D-Real, yeah. D-Real. You remember that shop, innit?
Yeah.
So man used to go there and like I networked with like Low Key, like the political rapper. Mike GOC was there. He was one of the first people that kind of messed with me, to be fair.
Okay. Who's that, Mike?
Yeah, because what happened? Yeah, what happened was I did a first CD, innit? So we was shotting them on the street. And then I met Ruthless in East Ham because he had a shop. Just opened the shop. I saw this CD shop. I saw, let me go in and talk to the brother. And me and Ruthless just clicked. Like, you know when you just talk to someone and you feel like you know someone for very
big
long?
up Ruthless, what was it, Records, big up Ruthless Records, man. They definitely, man, they did important things at that time in the game as well.
Yeah,
they gave us an avenue even to sell our CDs and stuff, you know, like a hub so people can go and get the CDs. So you definitely got to big him up for that, definitely. One of the places, because it was dark and cold as well.
Dark and cold.
Yeah,
there was the shop he's talking about, D-Real.
There was Big Apple in
Then there was like Body Music,
Apple,
Tottenham. Then there was only a few shops, so the ones what supported, you got to big them up, man.
Yeah, man. And that was it, because even with Ruthless now, he's like, yo, bro, like, I like what you're trying to do. I can help you, innit? I can help fund it. I can help you link up with some artists. I said to him, first thing I want to do, I want to make my CD cover look better. But a funny story now, there's some youths from Wolverhampton, like, no disrespect on that, but they were whack, innit? Like, I used to listen to them and think, who are these guys? It's like Westwood trying to rap.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Mad.
Yeah.
Image-wise,
Mad.
everything.
Mad.
But the only good thing they had was their covers, bro. I managed to look at their covers and think, they got that design looking like that. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So I looked in the corner, it had some next designer's name. So I went and found him on MySpace. I said to him, bro, like, I need some covers. So he started designing. I've been using him for since 2003, 4 times.
Even till now.
Even now.
That's
I've never
dope.
met the
That's
guy.
crazy.
I've never spoken to him. Just email.
That's dope.
So send me an email with a couple pictures. He'll come back with the cover.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. And where's he from up there?
Yeah, he's from like Midlands. He was doing all that Little Wayne. He was doing like Papoose stuff as well.
Yeah, no, that's mad.
You get
That's
it?
mad. That's mad.
I'm from Warsaw.
Yeah, so what did you start on? Decks and stuff like that?
Nah, CDs.
CDs?
Yeah, I never touched vinyl in my life, bro.
Never. So what was that experience like though when with the CDs and stuff and what made you think you could do it or know that, yeah, I've got
so
this?
So my brother had decks, innit? He had CD decks, but he was like, just use them, innit? Like mess about with them. I just took a liking to it. And then I started getting some internet radio experience. Like I started going to like, different ends and trying to do internet radio and pirate radio. And back then, a lot of these like pirate radio stations, they didn't even have CD decks. But man, imagine, man, I used to take my CD decks with me and carry them on the train and take them there, set it up, then do a 2-hour show. And even then, like I think like older DJs used to think like, nah, man, like you're not proper DJ, like using CDs.
So what?
That's what I was gonna say to you. Do you think that counts?
Yeah.
It all counts, bro. It don't matter what you use.
What you use, as long as you make it happen.
That's
innit?
the one rule I have in my... the reason why I'm still relevant today, I'm probably more relevant now than I was back then, is purely because I move with the times.
Okay.
I'm not stuck with... Like, who uses a corded phone? We all use cordless phones. We all use mobiles. Like, we all move with the times, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you elevate.
So why is
Keep
the
on
DJ
elevating.
thing... Why should that be any different?
No, facts.
Why is man carrying... stinking up the club
Them
because
big
he's
silver
all
boxes.
sweating it out, carrying vinyls, and I'm there with my laptop with my hole. It don't make no sense to me, bro. So
Yeah, no, I hear you. It makes sense what you're saying.
even when I
totally.
see people talking about it now, like I see these little, like the thing is with producers and DJs, it's a very nerdy community. It's not like it's the rap community. You might argue, you might say, yeah, that rapper's fake and this and that, but you see. Bro, I've sat.
Now the DJ one must be worse because I know how certain rappers look at DJs and these sort of things. So I think
certain DJs are so nerdy, like you can tell they've just not been out here. They've not lived life. They've not been around certain things.
Yeah.
And it's the same for producers. So it's like when I hear them talking about equipment and sync button, and I think, bro, is that where your head's at, bro?
Yeah, I think
make money out of
kind of like UK rappers, we kind of thought the same thing about the grime scene as well.
Yeah.
We thought it was, in the beginning, like we thought it was kind of...
It was mad for me.
Nerdy.
That convo was a mad one for me because I grew up off rap anyway. And then when I bucked up with Ruthless was so affiliated with all the UK rappers because he had market stalls and whatever. And his brother was quite popular amongst certain people and stuff.
Yeah.
So we was all kind of connected with that. But then I was around a lot of the grime like essence because of where I grew up. I guess like man will like see DWE down the road or you see Gets or Kano. You like it was that was quite close to home. But then there was this whole thing like the grime MCs are not as certy as say the UK rappers. Like they used to be like a topic.
Okay, yeah.
But I didn't care about that.
Nah, no one. It's about the music, but.
That was a conversation.
Yeah, definitely was.
That was always one that was brilliant.
Yeah,
that was.
But I didn't care about that. For me, it was like, right, seeing a grime MC in the charts, how can I not support that?
Yeah, we have
I'd
to
rather
support
see
that.
a man.
I've always said that, like, I don't know if the UK rappers would get at me, but grime's more UK than the UK rap. To me.
I know, man.
To me. The reason why I would say that
now
is because rap's like American, innit? Grime started from here, and then even though the MC and stuff comes from like it's more like a kind of Jamaican kind of thing, like how they do their bars and the structure of it. That's why you see you got like the flow dance and all these, you know,
Rico.
Do you understand? It's kind of that structure, but I think it's more organic than the rap.
So who was your favorite grime artist back then?
Definitely, I'd say Gets, man. The reason why I like Get so much, even now, like more so now because he's created that legacy for himself. He's an artist.
No, proper.
Like I can hear it, and I can see the way he approaches music. It's like in a very personal, artistic way, and he's not thinking about money. He's not thinking about. Although I'd be real with you. When I got into DJing, I got into it thinking about, yeah, man, how can I make money from the situation? That's just my brain, innit? I'm a money-orientated person in the sense that I want to look at business opportunity. But when I listen to an artist, I can hear where their head's at when they're making music. I can literally hear it. And yeah, man, Gets for me is like, he's beyond grime. Like,
yeah, no, cool. He's a big artist.
He's an artist. You get it?
He's very passionate.
He's a lyricist in it as well. He
He
takes time, man. He ain't just doing it, man. Like you said, he perfected his craft, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, because he's got much better as well as time's going on.
I
It's not
agree,
like he's
man.
getting whacker, he's getting better. You know what I'm saying? So big up Gets, man. So what did you parents think of you DJing and stuff?
To be honest, they were cool, man. Like, I grew up in a pretty chill environment in that sense. Like, my parents are mad supportive. When I was a kid, you get it? Like, they always knew that I was like a little bit smarter, like, because where I grew up, there was a lot of men that would like get into trouble and doing stuff, whatever road, whatever they're doing. But they kind of knew that I wasn't really caring about that. I didn't care about getting myself into any environment where I could put myself in a position where, like, number one, I'm not in control of, number two, that I'm falling behind in life. Because imagine, like, you're trying to get onto some platform and become successful, but then you get distracted by something there, and then you go inside or you deal with an issue and then you fall behind. Like, that was always in the back of my mind because I saw so many people around me go through certain things like that. Do you get it?
Yeah, you never want to mash up your own blessings.
Yeah, so my parents were always like, they always knew where my head was at, I believe, you get me? So
what's the biggest person you interviewed though? You've been on radio for how long now?
Coming up to 14 years, bro.
That's a
Been
long
on BBC.
time.
That's mad work, right?
And how long on the BBC?
14.
Yeah.
14 years, yeah.
I've been DJing for 16.
Okay.
And I joined BBC 2007. It was for 4 weeks to cover someone. And that 4 weeks turned into 3 months. Turned into 6 months.
Come on. What was your first ever mix, if you can remember?
Nah, I can't remember that. What I do remember is my first booking. One of my first bookings was a sixth form
Okay.
party. I think it was St. Bon's and St. Angeli's. They used to do like a sixth form all girls and all boys school. And I DJ'd one of their parties, and it was like, I didn't know how to mix in it, but I knew tunes in it. I'm a selector. I know how to play tunes in it. I know what tunes go off. Yeah, that party. Yeah, that when you DJ live in front of a crowd and they react to you, like that adrenaline's a madness.
So what's the biggest club you done though? Like, how much people was there?
Boy, we did like, I think it was where was it? BBC Asia Network Live was like 8,000 or 9,000 people. Yeah, but I've travelled all over the world DJing, innit?
What's the best country you'd say?
Yeah.
Boy, did India. I think Kenya. Kenya did twice. That place was popping, man.
What was that saying? How did they react to you?
Yeah, it was popping, bro.
Yeah,
popping. Yeah, different vibes out there, man.
How many countries would you say you've been?
What, for DJing?
In total?
I lost count, bro.
Lost count.
I've managed to travel.
Stamped.
I managed to travel, like, and I do all the music thing for that as well. Because even when I do travel, like, obviously holiday's holiday, but when you're going places, even if you're not getting paid, if you're like going somewhere to network or just be at certain environments, traveling, yeah, bro.
It's a blessing.
Trust me. The first time I went to Dubai was 2010. You get me? I was broke. I remember I was broke, and I still went out there. But the network, the connects, the kind of inspiration.
You must have done a couple shows when you was out there, innit? And just got paid.
I did Abu Dhabi. Like, I didn't even know what Abu Dhabi was. I just thought Dubai was the country, innit? But obviously it ain't. You got the UAE, then you got Dubai, then you got Abu Dhabi. And
yeah, no, it's big. It's big.
Abu Dhabi was popping.
Arabian Peninsula.
So out of all your travels, out of all your shows, what is the favourite festival, your favourite set?
I think in Kenya still.
Yeah.
I loved Kenya, man. Like, Kenya was just wild, innit? Like, the crowd out there, they don't care too much. They just want to have a good time.
They showed you a lot.
And that was my first time in Africa. You get it? I'd never been to Africa before that. So
what did you think of it when you went there?
I didn't know what to expect, bro. But
what did you think?
the world that I saw, the life that they showed me in terms of, like, obviously the promoters, like, man got there going in a mad whip, like driving, there's like feds with like sirens driving in front of you to make sure you get to the hotel right, and thinking, bro, I'm just some Asian youth from East London. Like,
you said they was treating you like the Prime Minister.
Yeah, do you get
that leads me to my next question.
Man had a big strap next to me, like some security guy. I'm thinking, bruv.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's how they're supposed to, though, man.
Yeah. To keep you safe.
Yeah. You feel safe out there, though?
Yeah, I just enjoyed it. I'm not really like, I don't overthink nothing. I'm just a people's person. Just go with the flow. Yeah, but I'm a people's person. So, like, I've never ever walked into an environment and thought, like, am I gonna be okay? Because I wouldn't be there in the first place. I'm
facts,
just a energy person. If I get along with someone, they get along with me. it's good. If I don't, I just distance myself. Keep it moving. Do you get it?
1,000,000%, yeah. So what do you think of the UK rap scene now, today?
I think it's good because there's money. And I think like people forget that, you know, at the end of the day, people need to get paid and eat. And if it's a chance for people to get out and do something, forget even getting out of an environment, just to be successful and earn money, it's good.
Yeah, because it's come a long way, definitely.
But I do think like something I was thinking about the other day and having a convo about in private was the topic of conversations and the topics of music, like what people are rapping about. I do believe it has an influence on the youth. At first I said no. You get me? At first I was like, nah, man, like, man talking about this and that, like, no, that doesn't really affect the youth.
What would you say this is like, because that was even one of my questions as well, so say like the drill scene.
Yeah.
Would you say that's like, has an influence on the youth?
I think so, yeah. I think it makes youths want to rap because they're seeing people becoming successful with it now. If the topic of conversation is violence and they're making money from it, then it's easier for someone to come and do the same thing again and make money. Remember, there's people out here wearing masks. You get me? Like, what are you wearing a mask for, really? You get it? You're wearing it because you got a case and you don't want to be bait. Okay, cool. But really, is that really the reason? Or is it purely because you're butters? You're ugly, and you know you can't.
Them gunshots off, bro.
No, but I don't even mean it like that. Do you know what it is? I'm really.
I'm keeping it thorough, so you know this is 3Smoke.
Should I tell you why I'm saying it like that? It's because I'm really upset with it. Because I'm like, bro, like, how's a piece of cloth over someone's face managed to get people
so attached
to do the things that they want to do and say what they want to say without like getting G-checked for it? Because if I was out here taking sides as a DJ playing that artist and not supporting their ops, for example, I'm sure someone would pull me up and be like, bro, how come you're not playing my thing? But like, which I disagree with again, because a DJ like should always be neutral. Anyway, that's what I've always been, right?
Yeah.
But then a man's wearing a cloth on his face and he's rapping the maddest stuff. But then when they speak to me in private, I'm like, bro, you're not that guy. I made a new rule. Like, anyone that wants to communicate with me has to show me their face now. Because it's a man-to-man thing, right?
No, of course it is.
This is not a music thing now. This is a man-to-man thing.
Is.
If I don't know what you look like, you can't call me bro, because you could be the weirdest guy. Like, you could be some tapped guy, bro.
Majority of the time they are, man. Some of them that do that. If you're an artist, show your face, and then if, whatever you got to say, stand on it, man. There's no reason to be hiding your face or anything like that. I just think they do it because it's part of the image, and they think it, I don't even know, it just makes them mysterious or something like that. It makes people want to buy into them or something.
You say it makes it mysterious. Certain men out here doing interviews and busting jokes and giggling and like having talks about their home life and fully talking about their life in the mask, bro. So how mysterious are you really trying to be, bro? Like, if you're trying to be mysterious, like, I get the mysterious thing. Was it Cass is dead, yeah?
Yeah, he's cold.
But he's always stayed mysterious because you can't.
I've never seen him without a mask.
And you won't really see him do an interview. Not really.
Yeah.
Not really do an interview, because that's it. He went with that angle. He ran with that. I've never met the guy. I don't know who he is. If I like his music, I'll play it because I know that's what he's portraying. But certain man out here fully like giggling in interviews and I'm looking at them in the mask and I'm thinking, bro, I can't relate to you, bro. Because I've always had my face out there.
Then you said an important thing as well, but no one ain't G-checking them. Yeah. So this is why they think it's like okay, and most probably that they can do this sort of stuff because no one ain't even setting them straight.
Yeah.
And I think by the time they get to, because it works for them, and because you know some people worship money and stuff like this. So when the elders see these young ones with money, they ain't got no talk for them at all.
Nah, they just want to eat clean up.
Yeah, youngers will diss them still.
Yeah, I genuinely think the mask thing is played out. I think like there has to be a reason now that makes sense, and I think certain man, I've seen how they've done it and it's worked. Certain man, like, it's worked to an extent where like they've got numbers and they've made a bit of money, but I know it burns you when you're not wearing your mask and no one recognises you because you're hungry for that fame.
Yeah, of course they are.
I've seen certain man at Shisha Lounge with the mask on.
Just so
fam, you're sitting there smoking, you're eating with your mask on.
Just so everyone can notice you.
That they know it. Imagine living a life like that.
Yes.
Do you get it? So for me, it's, and it does influence the youth. Like, unfortunately it does, because youths think it's a way out, innit? So when they think they have to talk about violence to get out of that predicament, actually what they're doing is they're fueling the fire, innit?
And creating more, and then other people are going to want to do the same.
Yeah. And you're
But
triggering people.
would you say it's more influential than movies?
See, with movies, yeah, people watch movies because they know they're going to get escape from their everyday life, innit? So when you watch a movie, you're not watching it to like understand the person on a personal level. You watch a Marvel movie. I'm never thinking of becoming Captain America, fam. Trying to be a superhero.
There's that one person or a couple that think they can do that.
You.
Oh, for
Not me. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. But yeah, there's that one person who think they can do that. So I don't know.
For me, music's like a thing, innit? It's like, look, if a
Wouldn't
kid...
you say they listen to music to escape though as well?
I think it's to like kind of play with your mood because look, bro, like when gigs was first blowing up, I remember a lot of road guys that man knew from school, whatever, they would say to me, bro, like man, fully listen to that. I'm talking early gigs here. It's like, I listen to that like when I'm amped, like when I'm pumped, like it's like, I can't explain it. The music does something to man, like it makes man want to go harder on whatever I'm doing, whether it's the road or whatever. And I'm thinking that's like you're listening to it to kind of add to you, like add to your energy in it. So it's like if you're depressed, you're gonna listen to like, say you broke up with a girl or whatever, someone's gonna listen to like heartbreak tune. They might listen to it because they feel like they can relate to the song. The song's easing their pain. Do you get it?
Yeah, that's what music is. That it plays with the emotions and that stuff. If someone's going to work out in the gym, they're gonna put on energetic music.
But it's not directly. I'm not saying that it's directly like, a kid wants to stab someone, so they'll listen to a drill record that will give them the confidence to go and do it. But what I'm saying is like, for example, say a youth's got ops now, yeah, he's got like problems with someone. Now he sees someone else or sees his ops making music and popping off it, and he knows full well when he's listening to their tunes that they could be indirecting him. What's he gonna do? First and foremost, he's probably gonna make a tune himself and come back at them.
He might retaliate on the streets first, then go out there and make.
I think he'll make the tune before. I think he might make the tune first because that's the easiest thing to do.
No, but for them, these youngsters of nowadays, they have to prove that they've done it. So before they go in the booth,
true as well.
They're gonna have to go out
So
there.
what did the song do then?
Yeah.
The song drove the kid to that place, innit? It's like and then remember the first thing we spoke about was your environment. I learned to get out of my environment and travel the world. These youths, their world is that.
It's small. It's very small.
That person dissing him and getting 500,000 views, 800k views, he's thinking, raw, he's gone. He's used me to blow.
Yeah, that's what they'll think. They see the 500,000, they definitely think he's boss. Definitely.
So it does play a part.
Yeah.
So you've had so many people on your show. You've been working with BBC for 14 years. If you can have anyone on your show, who would it be and why?
Like for an interview?
Yeah, just for an interview.
I'd say Jay-Z, man.
I knew you was going to say that.
Do you know why? Yeah, because he's so business like orientated and like.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now actually, no. I've met Jay-Z twice at the BBC. And the second time he even like remembered, man, and it's funny because he's like, you got the time. And I'm thinking, bro, you ain't got to watch like Jay-Z, you know them ones, but he's such a humble guy. The one person I'd want to interview is 50 Cent actually. Because I just find him hilarious, bro. Like I think he's so sick, but he's so funny as well because he's got that edge that.
Ain't you seen him before? And you met him?
Nah, I ain't met him.
Okay.
I ain't met him.
Yeah, he's sick. He's
the
definitely
villain
sick,
that
man.
everybody loves. Speak about it. He can't even lie.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. You can tell like he put himself in certain places and around certain people. So yeah, definitely.
And he was trying for a long time. It wasn't just overnight. He done like 10 years before he kind of got put on, definitely. So what made you want to start like the Asian network kind of thing on BBC One Extra? Or is that how you come into it?
Yeah, I got approached like to cover a show on Asian Network. So obviously where I've done the rap thing, being Asian, it helped because it helped me with my Asian community because what happened was around 2000, obviously I joined Asian Network 2007, it was a rap show on Asian Network. But I reached a crossroad in 2012 because what happened was like, you see, UK rap music went through a mad dip there. You see when CDs kind of died out and then there was no proper online outlet. Everyone was just downloading off LimeWire.
I was just about to say that.
What's LimeWire?
What? You don't know about Limelight,
I don't even know about that, man. But he's right though. At that time,
bro,
it took a dip.
Yeah, very big dip.
It did take a dip.
Big dip, bro.
UK music weren't being played too tough. It was just more American music.
I just think the artists wasn't working as well. And there's a time like about 08, 09, it took a dip. It took a dip, but that's when I'd say Giggs was the only one out.
Yeah, Giggs was the only one out. And if it weren't Giggs, man was listening to D Block, man was listening to all Styles P mixtapes, all
No, but
Papoose.
what Giggs did, in my opinion, musically, is that he opened the doors for like people to understand that there's a street rap scene that's relatable, that we can all really, because you got to remember before that I was still going Deal Real, and besides probably Mike GLC, everyone else was rapping about some mad political thing or some alien thing. Like they were rapping about aliens. Bro, there was rappers talking about...
It was.
You know what I'm talking
UK rap back before like our generation was kind of nuts, bro, man. It was nuts. It was real Wu-Tang.
What was that, like London Posse?
Yeah,
it was Wu-Tangy, man. It
Wu-Tang
was
business.
hip-hop.
They used to call it, hip-hop. Like,
hip-hop.
if you didn't turn up with a skateboard, they'll probably be angry. You know, that man probably
baggy
hated
jeans
me.
and a big jacket, Averex or something. It was hip-hop, man.
Yeah, it was hip-hop. Still.
Yeah, 100. Like, they probably hated me for not using vinyl. Do you get me? They probably didn't
Most
even
probably, yeah.
You remember that time?
Yeah, no,
as well?
cool. So I watched it. I definitely watched it.
LimeWire, that's where everyone got their tunes. I mean, listen, even if you wanted the set of Dizzy clashing someone on a DVD, you could get it from LimeWire, bro.
So have you ever been like starstruck?
Nah, I don't really get starstruck.
Don't get starstruck.
Nah, man. For me, it's always about like obviously I'm older now, so when I meet like a big American rapper, I always know like more time they're younger than man. So like the energy I give off.
Don't you think that's crazy?
In the beginning though.
Yeah.
Before that. Before you got older.
I think like the maddest ones was like when I first joined BBC, obviously I was next door to Tim Westwood.
Yeah.
And obviously man grew up listening to Westwood. Like I paid attention to him quite heavy in it. Like I'd say he did inspire man to some extent, because it was like, you know what? This is a UK DJ who's on the biggest radio station in the country, if not the world.
Yeah.
And he's like got all these big rappers. I still remember him interviewing like Biggie. You know what I'm saying? So being next door to him was a mad one.
What was you in the building when Biggie come in?
Nah, I was in the building.
How you would have been young then?
Yeah, exactly. I was still in school and all that. But like one of the first weeks, I remember like Lil Wayne being there. Back then I didn't even have a whip. I used to take the train. Man, walking to the station and I see like a big truck outside, like tour bus. Man's gone in and like Lil Wayne's there. I remember Ja Rule was there. I remember one week like Ja Rule's come out. Some guys have tried to move to them in front of me. Yeah, I'm just standing there waiting for my boy to get.
Where at the radio station?
Outside, yeah, some madness. Like I used to see bare American rappers.
No, you
because of his show, innit?
You would
Because of
do.
Westwood's show. So, but all that did was make man realize that, wow, like.
Would you say Westwood is the biggest DJ in the UK?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
He was back then though.
Why-
Back then he was like.
Why would you say not anymore?
I don't think people check for him no more, innit? He's old, innit? I think times change, innit? I don't think there is like one DJ that's the biggest DJ in the UK. I think there's so many different elements where you got freestyle platforms,
Yeah.
you got a club DJ, you got a radio host, guy that does podcasts. There's so many different elements to this scene now where like you can't really just say that one person's the biggest in the whole.
What made you want to do a freestyle platform for like these new artists and stuff like that?
You know what? Yeah, I've always had like that vision to do it because it's something I naturally did on the radio. I think the pandemic really helped me like get it together, build the right team. I've got the right team now. I've got a really good in-house production company that we all work together.
That's dope.
Yeah, really cool team, man. My camera crew, you know, shouts to Mazzy and Nasir. They're working closely with me. That's my team. So it just allows you the access to like creative access to like getting the quality out there. But then the pandemic gave me the chance to like stay home and plan communicate and give like new artists a chance.
Facts. So what do you think? Because at the time when UK rap started, there was most probably one Asian rapper, I'd say, Pac-Man.
Yeah, Pac-Man. The longest, man.
Now there's
a
few. What do you think of
Still.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I love it.
Who is it? Who's out here now? Well, we've got Frenzo Harami, I think.
Yeah.
We've got
Caps as well.
Pac-Man.
We got a kid called Caps from Birmingham. You got JJ Esco, who from Leicester. You got a kid called G Bugs from Bradford, I think he's called.
What do you think of that? Like all the Asian rappers now?
Yeah, I like it.
You like it, yeah? Yeah, it's dope still. So what do you think of all the country rappers as well? Because we got even a lot of white rappers coming now as well.
Yeah. So I did a tune with Jordan. I produce as well. So
you done one with him, yeah?
Yeah. A couple of years ago, still I think it was a couple of years ago, like 2019.
He was like the guy who just come out of prison, I think, that rapper.
Yeah, from Manchester. Yeah. So still haven't even met him, but I produced him a record and the tune did well. Like I'm proud of him because like we connected as people, innit? Through the internet, and like I'm just happy to see him grow and become who he's become because you can tell music's giving him an avenue to like that guy, like he's probably one of the wildest UK rappers when it comes to realness and like
I see him. I see he looks wild. He looks wild. I can see
he raps what he's doing. Do you get it? Like
he's not a game, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, that guy. I can't say too much on camera, but there's certain things that make me think, raw. Like, how did you even achieve that in your struggle? Do you get it? So like, man.
Yeah, the struggles make miracles, man. Definitely, man. So who would you say, all right, we know who your favourite grime artist is, but we couldn't even box gets like that because he can do both. Who's your favourite UK artist overall? Rapper?
Big question, you know.
Well, right now, just in
I'll give you two. Like, back in the day, say, like Skinny Man in that generation.
I couldn't relate to it.
You couldn't relate to it,
lyrically.
Yeah?
I think the closest person was probably Mike GOC in the sense that he was a little bit more like street.
Yeah.
Like in tune with the street thing.
Okay, so we'll script the golden oldies. We'll go straight from 2003.
Yeah, like let's go to 2007, 8, innit?
Okay,
like,
yeah.
That's when I started hearing about you, man.
Is that when you heard about us?
Probably,
yeah. That was about 4 years late. We came out. Yeah, we came out 2003.
I probably heard of you, man, before, but as in like we probably connected around 07, 08.
Yeah,
when I was working with Ruthless more.
Yeah, so that generation there, and then this new generation, like who you liking in the new generation?
Do you know what it is when it comes to the slightly older generation? Like I gotta give it to Giggs as a overall person to get me in the music because I feel like rapping's one thing, innit? But then like your image, how you conduct yourself, and then like people don't realize that even your network, like to be able to even have a relationship with someone like Drake, for him to be there, like you have to know yourself and you have to want it. You got to really want to be in that place. And I think with him, he's someone that's inspired a lot of the youth.
No,
I remember one time
1,000,000%.
actually, this funny one actually, because one time he's rang me. I was meant to do something on the Asian Network with him, and something kind of went a bit. Something flopped, like the cameraman didn't turn up or something. He called off the whole thing. So he said, "Nah, man, I want to come back when there's a camera here." And at this point, he was popping. He was signed to Excel, and that. He didn't need to come on my show. I'll keep it 100. He rings me up a couple of days later, and he lectured, man. But he lectured me like, "Bro, come on, man. Like, I know how it works. Like, you're Asian, and like them lot will try to push you to the side. You get me?" He's like, "Come on, man. Get like you're an OG in this thing. Like, get your thing together. Like, do this and do that." And I was like listening to him, and I was thinking, there's no rapper telling me this right now. Like, that's responsibility. You've taken.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Do you get it? I've got to respect you as an older now because
you're motivating me at the same time.
You have to.
So
you have to.
That's a personal thing to me because I'm like, raw. That changed my mood that day because it made me think, you know what? I need to up my game now.
Made you level up and fix up.
And he come and rap for 8 minutes straight on my show. Fresh bars. Never heard them again. Just on my show. That's it. And that's nice. So.
You love that feeling there when it's exclusive.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be.
So when did you know that your dream was actually like, this is real? Like, when did you see it?
Do you know, that's a good question because it was gradual.
Okay.
Like the hustle was gradual, innit? Because when I was doing the mixtapes, we sold a lot of mixtapes.
No, you did.
I didn't really make a lot of money from it. Okay. I made probably like good money for like someone that's grinding it out and doing it in an honest way. But I think like when I opened up a studio, then I joined the BBC. BBC was like a part-time wage. And then I started to see that, right, I'm actually earning a living here. so I don't need to get a job. So then now you're like, this is full time. You know, like Sunday night, you're getting ready for the new week, and like, I'm thinking, well, I'm excited for Monday.
Yeah.
I don't even hate it. Certain men are like, I hate Monday mornings. I love it.
That's because you're doing something and getting paid for something that you love.
You love, you get it.
Different experience.
That you have a passion for, yeah.
You know, like when you're abroad and you're getting paid like really good money, but you're there and you just think you're on a holiday, bro.
And you're taking everything in.
Bro, they're buying you food, travel, like the weather's nice. Everyone's like wants to talk to you because you're that DJ that they booked, you're the headline act. Like you're seeing posters with your face on it on like when I went Zante like for a show a couple of years ago, I think 2018, 2019 times. And like seeing my face on these posters around like you get it. And furthermore, I'm the only Asian. The whole club was pretty much white and black.
Yeah, that's mad.
That's another thing. Do you get it?
That's mad. That's mad.
I say it was gradual, basically.
So what's the car thing about, man? 'Cause I know you're into cars. You like big cars. I always see you posting up some big car. You always next to some big car. You like
luxury cars.
What's the car thing about? And what's your favourite car?
Boy, favourite car, man. I'd say a Bugatti. I've never driven one.
Never driven one?
I would love to drive one, yeah. Man.
Yeah, so you'd like to own one as well then, yeah?
Yeah, but
what is your favourite luxury car
that
you've driven?
I like Lambos. I think Lambos are nice.
Yeah.
Aventadors, like, they're nice cars, innit? They're just statement cars. But remember, like, when you have a car like that, you've always got to have an everyday car. You can't drive that car every day.
Facts, yeah.
But the car thing was more like, again, being Asian, I'd say like 2012 was when I dipped.
And being from East London as well.
Yeah. 100. You know what it was? I didn't have no real Asian friends, like connects. Like I wasn't really around the Asian community. But in 2011 it was, I must have moved my studio. So I was in the middle of Stratford. I was underneath a church in Stratford, you get me? I built a studio. And every like hood guy was coming. It was getting too hot, man. It was like the church started smelling of weed, bro. Like that don't make me feel good. You get me? Like, the priest is
smelling up the lounge, you know.
Yeah, I feel like a disrespect. It wasn't even me. I wasn't smoking.
Yeah,
they had the holy high, you know. Don't kill me.
You said you had to get out of that building.
But I had to get out, man.
Yeah.
And then one of my Asian pals from college, like he's like, yeah, man, my boys are opening up a shisha place down the road. And then I went to see them and they had like a spare room downstairs, but it was a mad room. It was like, it looked like Batman's house, bro. It was all blacked out. So I took that space, I just became tight with the brothers, you get me? They became like family. So when I started mingling more with my Asian brothers, like that's when I started to see different things.
Like what?
More business.
You saw the business side.
I sort of flipped.
So who was you mingling with before?
I was around all the hood rats, bro. I keep it real. More time.
Yeah.
But you know, like certain man are telling me like, yeah.
It's so far out. That was with the hood rats.
Yeah, bro, because I ain't got no reason not to keep it 100.
Yeah,
like, that's what I was around, innit? Yeah. And then like, when I started chilling with the Asian man, he's telling me, bro, like my dad had this shop for like 30 years and he went and bought the property now and he's renting upstairs. He turned like a 2-bedroom flat. He's renting out 4 rooms, 5 rooms and now he's making X amount. And I'm like, I'm thinking, flipping hell, bro, that's like, your energy's in the right place because more time I'm in the studio, man's talking about madness on tunes about how he's like stabbing next man or beefing next man. That's not money. That's no longevity in that problem.
No, it's not.
That's leading me to a question to ask you. For those who don't know, what other business ventures are you involved in?
Yeah, so like the shisha game, like lounges.
Okay.
Like we've got a restaurant in Essex.
What do you mean shisha lounges? You got a couple shisha lounges?
Like we're around the lounges, yeah. So
saying like, multiple.
Well, we're around it, innit? So there's people involved. Like, but again, this is a network. This is a network thing because look, like even when it comes to cars now, I got access to so many cars. Like I can literally ring a friend and he will pattern up a car for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not anything like I'm trying to stunt and show people. If anything, it's just like that's just my access to that.
You're just guiding them to keep the links.
Yeah, but that did come more so from being around Asians, because my Asian friends and stuff that I'm really tight with now, they don't really care about how they look in a sense. Like, not in the sense that they're scruffy.
No, I know what you're exactly on about. I know
They'd
exactly
rather
what
put money into something that's going to appreciate than depreciate.
Yes.
And I learned that. Yeah.
That's facts. You know why he busts the shots? Because he's just like that.
That's why I look straight at him.
He's just like that still, but that's what it's about, man. So yeah, it's the shisha lounges.
The Asian youth taught me that. Still.
You got the shisha lounges and
man.
What other businesses is other than that?
I want to get into more. Do you get me?
Oh, more.
I want to get into more. Yeah, man. I think it's very important. Obviously, we've got a production company with the media side of things. So like we do like photo shoots. We look after like social media for like various restaurants and lounges again. So I mean, that's a whole different business, because that's more background work as well. And talent agencies as well. I started taking on talent as well, managing people, like looking after new people.
Oh, so you've got artists and stuff as well?
I've got a DJ Sims, like she's an 18-year-old girl. And I'm in talks with a couple of YouTubers as well. But they're big as well. You get me?
So you see like partying every night or doing these shows and all this stuff, going on radio and that. Do you ever get bored of it and just say, forget this?
You have days where you're like, right, this is like not going the way it was meant to, or there was an issue in this situation, but nah, bruv. Man's so blessed, bruv. Like when I look at life and I think, right, like where I come from to where I got to, like for someone to even recognize me on the street, bro, like I never did this for that reason. I literally did it because man was listening to CDs and man enjoyed the music and man thought, right, let me play it in a club and see how people react, and that adrenaline rush, like it was very organic.
So do you think being on radio, being a DJ, is compared to managing, having talent, and which one is harder? Like which one is difficult?
I'd say right now they're definitely the managing side.
Okay, because
that's a side hustle. It's like it's not even a hustle. It's more like a passion to see new people come through, and for me to the reason why I manage people or want to manage people is because I'm at a stage in my life where I have to give back now. I have to bring the next generation through, and they don't need to make the mistakes that man made, because man made a lot of mistakes as well. Do you get it? So
yeah, that's because you was part of the foundation being built. So you're gonna make mistakes in that part, like of the process. It's like with these young drill artists now, like they're benefiting from like my generation of rap, where say that a lot of UK rappers didn't make no money, but this generation's making hella money.
They're making a lot more money,
a lot more money.
It's a lot quicker as well.
I wouldn't even say the UK rappers didn't make no money from my generation. I say they put in money.
Yeah,
with no benefits.
I can agree still.
With no benefits.
Because you got to remember, even for your generation, to put out a project, you've already got to commit to getting a minimum of 1,000 CDs pressed.
Definitely.
Whereas now, just to put it onto or like a distribution, it's nothing. It's like 20 quid.
Well, this would be a question for an artist, but what would you say you would prefer, the streaming or the CD?
Well, as a DJ?
Yeah.
Definitely streaming. But I think like I enjoyed the CD game, innit? Because see, when a man used to get the CDs, you open the booklet and all that, like it's a minor thing, innit? But
it was a big thing.
It's like a collector's thing.
You liked looking at it, you read it and all that sort of stuff.
Because even when you look at the creativity, even like a CD cover, it's kind of sick, innit?
Yeah, dope.
But now it's like everything's fast paced. So although an artist can make like 100 racks off a music situation or a couple 100 racks, and that within a couple of years they might be irrelevant. So it's what you do with that money when you make it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Otherwise, it's the worst thing is being bait. Everyone knows your face, but your music's not relevant. Oh, I can't imagine living a life like that. You know what I mean? That's
cold.
Cold. Yeah. No, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a big one still.
I mean, do you miss rapping?
Nah, I still rap, man. I still rap. I got music covered, man. Yeah, I still rap.
Say that with your chest, Willie Wayne. Say it with your chest, Willie Wayne.
I don't like, that's even like, you got enough people like in my generation that don't do it, innit? Like they might think they're too old and stuff like that. Nah, this is what man does,
That's a good question.
Man.
Do you think that they're scared though? Do you think it's like they're scared of competing with the youngsters.
You shouldn't even have to compete. You just stay in your own lane and do what you do, innit, man? And build your own fan base. It's not about competing, bro.
But I'm saying, I know you're not on competing, but I'm saying, do you think that's what the ones that have stopped rapping are doing?
I don't. There's many reasons, man. Some are burnt out. Some got jobs. Some might be scared. You know what I mean? Some people might think they're not relevant. Some people might think people's not interested in what they got to say. There's many reasons, man.
But that's a good question, because even as a DJ, like I've seen it with my own eyes. There's DJs that are in their 50s, bro. And they will try and block an 18, 19-year-old kid.
Yeah, that's what's
And I
crazy.
think to myself, that's disgusting, bro. Crazy. Like, have you not established yourself to a point where like you can bring food in it? Like my thing is bringing through the next generation. Let's do business together. I'll make money from the situation. You'll make money. But more importantly, your career will grow and like no money can pay for like your influence on a young person's life.
Facts.
Do you get it?
Big facts.
You know, 10 years from now, that kid's an adult now and they're thriving or they're happy and they're looking back and they're saying, yo, that guy, he didn't need to do what he did, but he was there for me. Like, for me, for my, like, self, like, kind of, like, just to feel good about myself that, I actually helped that person become who they become. Sometimes I DM artists, like, there's certain artists that are blown, like, in the last 12 months. I'm talking probably getting the biggest numbers in the UK. I've DM'd them before they've even released their first tune. And I'm like, bro, you're cold. I like your music. Like, yo, I'm so like gassed that you've messaged me. And then like a year later, they're the biggest. I've seen them popping everywhere in the charts.
So you say you got an eye for talent then? You reckon?
Yeah, I always have.
You spot them?
I remember bringing Sneakball to the BBC before any DJ, Stormzy. Keep it 100, innit? Like, these artists I've messed with and I've heard them and liked them and I communicate with them early on in their careers, you get it?
And that's what even I got to respect you for, because you will do that and you will reach out to man, and that's what it is. A lot of DJs don't do that. And the next thing you said, what was important, is that a DJ shouldn't be biased, and you've never showed no biasness. So that's the next thing that we appreciate over here at 3Smoke, man. And I have to give you your flowers for me.
I got to give props to like Ruthless, because he always used to say to me, bro, we got our own side, we just do our own thing. We're not here to play all this. Because there was a time where there was bare people beef. Like even now, you know the DVD era? It was going mad.
Yeah. DVD era was wicked though.
It was fun to watch.
It was historic. It was fun to watch.
You remember there was one mad DVD, It was mad gang. Like, the youth was gang and filming people with straps and doing madness, bro.
What DVD was that again?
I forgot the name. You remember it as well.
I do remember it, but
I think I remember it,
but... One day, I'm at Ruthless's shop, and there's some little youth there, I think he was this kid, like, so I'm just there chilling. Ruthless was like, he's the youth that's filmed that DVD, innit? I'm thinking, bro, people are probably after you.
South Students.
I know exactly.
Was it South
who you're on
Students?
about.
No, it's a mad DVD.
No, I know who he's on about, man. I know he actually does. I tell you what he does now. He films. Have you heard of the SE Dons? Remember Don Strapsheet? Yeah, he does all their filming and stuff.
Oh, that's mad.
That's the guy who
that
done
DVD.
What
I'm
the
telling
DVD
you.
called? He actually goes to my gym. I've seen him in the gym a couple times. Still, I know him. I know who you're
But that
about.
DVD, I'm telling you, if that came out now, that kid would have hit a mad deal. He would have ended up on Amazon Prime or Netflix, and he would have got at least like.
He was videoing his tracks, big man. You know what they were came.
What do you even think about that? Like, say, like the previous kind of people were speaking the same talk, but didn't get accepted, but they're accepting it from 15 and 16-year-olds.
What do you mean, like, as in the old,
the language generation of what's going on outside? Because basically, with the drill scene, they're talking about what's going on outside.
Yeah, 100.
So it's the reality of what's outside. We was doing the same thing, but it wasn't accepted in our time. Like, not from the streets who loved it. They wanted.
You mean like
the industry? Yeah.
What you understand about industry? Like, because I've been on like a certain platform for so many years or whatever. But the industry is very fickle. Like, it's not. I don't care about the industry. I've never cared about it. I'm a people's person. So we gotta understand about industries, like, they don't care about history, they don't care about skin color, they don't care about nothing. All they care about is, can that make us quick peas, and can we go into a meeting and prove that we found that and look at the numbers it got there, like the streaming or whatever it is. They don't care about the same person that was probably meant to care about, say, the generation before is probably not even in that job. Do you know what I mean?
Facts.
Do you think...
And that's facts.
They're on salaries, bro. People are on salaries.
Yeah.
There's been times where like man needed something on a Sunday night to get done, but my man's not at work until Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because he's not working on Mondays. He'll be back at work on Tuesday. So you have to learn that there's two sides to the game where there's a passion side and then there's a work side, isn't it? And you can't expect like the industry as we know it, you can't expect them to bend over backwards. Very rarely you'll meet someone in that salary-based kind of role that will get in contact with you on their day off and make sure that your shit's patterned. Like, that's the truth.
It's always going to be work-based, business,
But
formal.
them are not on like a salary. 30 bags a year, whatever it is.
No, I was going to say, so do you think the industry, like the record labels in this time now, do you think the independent artists need to stay independent, or do they need the labels, or do the labels need the artists?
I think every situation is unique to itself.
Okay.
When I hear this question, like when I see people answering and they're like, yeah, stay as independent as possible, I think it's easier for you to say that because you might know or understand something that they don't know. So rather than saying that, give them an understanding of why they should. Break it down to them, because an artist might say, look, I go studio, I pay, I don't know, how much are people paying for studios now? Like £30 an hour, £25 an hour, £20, I don't know what they're paying. My man's made a tune. Someone's giving you 50 bags for that tune. You can't blame the youth for wanting to take that 50 bags, no?
That's facts.
You can't blame him, man.
But if that label know exactly why they're taking that and how they're going to make that into 100 bags, 150 bags, 200, whatever it is, like, the kid needs to know or understand how they can see that vision and how they can get it into those places to make more money. But if you're not going to educate them, you can't expect them to take your advice on, oh, no, stay independent. You're going to stay independent, you're going to make 5 bags off the tune. Still money, but you could have made 50 bags if you just signed that deal, innit?
And a bigger machine behind them.
True.
Right.
True.
So, yeah.
You got to understand it.
It's a catch-22, man. You got to understand it.
It's
man.
education.
Yeah,
you see, one thing that this scene lacks at this moment, in my opinion, and it's just an opinion, is education. How many of the older generation are actually coming down and teaching the youngers? Yeah, cool. Business is business, but education is
key.
It's key, bro.
Would you say majority of them are just rolling with them just for the hype and the energy that the youngsters are bringing?
What do you mean, like who's rolling with the youngsters?
No, I'm talking about, like, you said the elders.
Yeah.
The elders are not really coming down and teaching them.
Well, I don't know how much they might even know.
True.
But remember,
That's facts. That is a big fact.
And the
still.
industry, you remember there's certain man that gone and got jobs at the labels. And their job is to make money, innit?
Facts.
So they'd rather make money through the label than educate the youngsters because it's a quick flip.
And that's what it is, bro, man. It's
Certain man's goal right now is probably to cut a check and put it on a yard and just move out. And
that's what it
get
is,
the hell
bro,
out
man.
of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people with different ulterior motives at the table, man. At the same table. So where would you like to see yourself in the next 5 years?
Well, I just want to be happy, bro. Like,
He's happy, yeah?
Yeah, bro. I just want to be good, bro. Like, I'm in a good place mentally, spiritually. Like, I'm okay. You get me? I'm good. Like, just want to keep maintaining that, and obviously, like, just trying to help more of the youngers, to be honest, bro. Like,
So are you going to be doing any mixtapes or anything like that, albums or stuff like that?
Do you know what? I'm more on the production right now, so
Yeah.
looking to like work on like releases.
Yeah, I think you should definitely, man.
Yeah, and obviously my freestyle platform, the Fresh Wave Sessions, I do every Sunday. It comes out.
And I think a lot of artists will support you as well. Well, the minute you say, yeah, I want you to jump on this, I don't think you're ever going to get a no, man.
Yeah, man. If they don't, I'm just going to bring them you lot's way to do it anyway. Find out why they didn't do the tune.
He said give us some free smoke.
Yeah, give them some smoke.
We appreciate you coming down today, bro, man. You know already,
Thank you very
man.
much, man.
It's been a good, interesting talk with you, bro, man. Seriously,
Yeah,
appreciate
likewise,
you, man.
man. I rate what you lot are doing as well. It's good vibes.
No, I appreciate it, bro, man. But
That's
you
all we
know,
want to do is make sure you come down there and feel comfortable, man.
Yeah, good vibes, man. Always.
I want people them. It's been fun, man. If you don't know, I'm the people them's champ, Big Jabba Jones from the South Side. Never self-proclaimed. The people them gave me that name. I'm with the coldest cold host,
You know already, man. It's Millie Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Realest host in the country. You got me stuttering today, bro.
Load that up for me again, Smith. Yeah.
That's a one-off. Yeah, You know already, it's Millie Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
The realest
host in the country at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Big up DJ Limelight for coming down, and you know already, it's nothing but 3Smoke.
3Smoke, and we're out.
Tell them straight, I'm talking things. Tell them straight, we talking things on things on things on things. With my plans, don't we friends? Can't see no lands. Yeah, bitch, we screaming out. 3Smoke, we giving out.